Halo, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. NashTa kembali lagi di Nashtalk bersama saya Alva Erwin, dan kita akan berbincang-bincang di dalam ruang diskusi untuk menghadirkan solusi. Hari ini kita kedatangan seorang tamu yang sangat luar biasa. Beliau adalah Pak Jason Ong, Managing Director HPE Indonesia, dan kita telah bersama saya di sini untuk berbincang-bincang mengenai Agentic AI dan penerapannya di Indonesia. Good day, Pak Jason. It's very nice to have you today in our podcast Nashtalk. My name is Alva Erwin, and we will talk about the Agentic AI today. So, Pak Jason, we're in Nashtalk. We try to see that Agentic AI is a new emerging technology that changed from the beginning. Generative AI as the system that help us to generate data in the forms of text, and then going to the multimodal, which give us image, video, sound. Now we're going to the agentic part, that is moving AI to the actionable AI. So before we talk about the agentic AI part, we would like to hear from you. What will be the market in Indonesia, and especially the technology maturity for these systems?
Yeah, I think first of all, thanks for having me on your podcast.
Thank you very much.
Great pleasure to represent HP in this podcast. I'm actually Indonesian MD, as you know, for HPE, but I'm also fulfilling a dual role. Actually, I'm actually the APAC enterprise sales leader as well.
Okay,
operating out of Indonesia.
Yes.
So I do have different perspectives because I've seen the adoption of AI. You mentioned generative AI. You mentioned agentic AI being adopted across the region as well as in other parts of the world. Yeah. So from our perspective, yes, you're right. Agentic AI has become a buzzword, so to speak, but in a way, it's being pretty widely adopted already in the other parts of the world. For example, in the US, yeah, and of course, the foundations that you need to achieve AI, not just agentic, is, and we'll go a bit into that in the next question, is you need to build the data lake, the data warehouse that would have to have all the elements that are necessary to train the models in AI. Yeah. So if you don't have that, layer, that will be challenging if you want to even do generative AI for your enterprises, let alone agentic AI. So you need to build that. And
so, Pak Jason, regarding the technology maturity itself, about the agentic AI, do you think that the technology is ready for us to give the real business value, or is just still in a hype phase?
I think it's already ready. I think from HP perspective, we have our high performance computing division that we call the Cray systems that we have. That's been around for a long time, and we serve, for example, maybe 6-7 out of top 10 supercomputers in the world for a lot of the sovereign use cases, a lot of the generative, a lot of the agentic AI use cases, mostly in the US. But technology is ready.
Right.
It's just the availability of the data to do the training, and you need that foundation model.
Okay,
to do that.
You mentioned that this technology is very ready in United States. Could you please give us your ideas, Pak? What about Indonesia market, Pak? Are we ready to implement the technology at the moment?
I think a lot of Indonesia enterprises do face currently the challenge of making sure that what I said, the foundational models are ready. Even if they are ready, how do they have an enterprise-wide policy to adopt AI. So policy is very important. From the government of the country down to the enterprise policy of how you adopt AI. Because from what I've seen, most of the enterprises and the large ones in Indonesia probably don't have a consolidated policy. They have a policy across departments. They have probably a little bit piecemeal for now to be able to adopt a singular vision of AI for their company.
Okay, so the policy will be very much the governance for the AI systems.
That's right.
As in general.
That's right.
Both in government, also in the enterprise.
That's right.
Very interesting, but
yeah.
But listen, you mentioned about the importance of the data for these
yes.
Both AI, generative, and agentic. But could you please tell us more about on this direction? But what will be the factors?
I think most organizations they have a data policy, but it's very segregated. Right. It's not consolidated. Right. With AI, you need to have a consolidated policy, the governance policy that cuts across all manners of the organization, all departments, and you need to create a single data lake. Right? That enables the organization to tap and the AI to tap on its knowledge.
Okay.
To train the AI.
To have the high quality data.
To have the high quality data, or in even certain cases, maybe synthetic data that will add to the effectiveness of the AI.
Okay. So without that high quality data as the prerequisite, it is very difficult to build.
It's challenging because you can't train a model.
Okay.
The data needs knowledge in order to evolve.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Pak. So go back again, Pak, to the Indonesian market, Pak. What would you see as the appropriate sectors or industry, Pak, that will be a very good spot for the agentic AI, Pak?
Well, I would say manufacturing for one. I think when you talk about agentic AI, we are already in the phase we are talking about physical AI.
I see.
So it's a evolution into physical AI where manufacturing, the robotics all come into place. And Indonesia, obviously, largest industry being manufacturing. That is something that clearly can be a very good, thing for Indonesia economy. Adopting the physical AI, but again, all the foundations have to be there.
So now come back to the our market readiness, Pak. What do you recommend, Pak, for us, for the user, for the enterprise, to be prepared to get the maximum benefit from this technology, Pak?
I think Indonesia is a very young economy compared to the other countries that I serve. On the APAC level. And in fact, it's very dynamic. It's got a lot of talent. We need to train the Indonesian youth and the people to learn about the technology. To learn how to code. Although there's a lot of platforms there that allow you to no code. But there's always that learning curve. Of course, that the government needs to enable for the youth and the practitioners in Indonesia to adopt. So that training, that development of skills is very, very important.
Very important for the talent development.
Exactly.
And looking at the talent is one very much important thing. But what about the infrastructure, Pak, on this of this technology, right?
Yeah, when you talk about the infrastructure layer, that's where HP plays a big part. It starts off with the bare metal. It starts off with the core of the data center, in fact. And Indonesia does have a big data center community, does have a lot of data centers that are mushrooming up in the country. Right. So that's a good start, and there's sufficient energy in some places, although I think with the AI adoption coming thick and fast, there can be a lot more to be done.
Right.
And finally, the servers and the compute and the storage, all the infrastructure that powers the AI needs to be in place as well. So in HP, we do have many flavors of AI that you could use. For enterprise AI, for example, we have the private cloud for AI. That allows organizations to start using it from small to medium to large size, t-shirt sizes we call it. And you could adopt it from, if you want to start off as a small and medium company, to buy a small PCI platform that you could just start experimenting. Yeah.
Okay.
And judge for yourself the results, whether or not it's effective for the organization before embarking on larger purchases. Yeah. So that private cloud for AI, that AI platform, AI factory we call it, that you could actually start to build from small to large. Yes. Yeah.
But it's very interesting. But could you give the idea about why is actually we need the PCAI? But
I think the private cloud of AI platform has the, of course, the GPUs. Then you see it's a co-engineered platform from NVIDIA, right? So there is collaboration between NVIDIA. Obviously, when we talk about AI, NVIDIA is a big name out there. So our collaboration, NVIDIA, is very much shown in that private cloud for AI. So you get all your GPUs, you get all the software that you need to train the models, right? The NVIDIA NVAIE software is there that allow enterprises to develop applications, train models. It's all there, right? Shrink them into a single box. Otherwise, you have to build the entire spectrum of all the AI stack, and that takes many months to do so. This co-engineered platform allows you to quickly ramp up and start the AI journey.
Private means that the enterprise do not need to send their confidential data to the public. Is that something which become the very important features in the PCI?
Yeah, so the private cloud for AI is definitely a private cloud. So it resides in your private cloud, private environment, IT environment, and it's pretty much for experimentation within the realms of the organization versus a public cloud where it's more your data is kept public and you keep it there. Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting, but
yes.
And is there any? Can you explain about the connection? What the PCAI would give the enablement for the Agentic AI technology? But
yeah, I think the private cloud for AI platform, as I mentioned earlier, has all the elements that you need. Whether it's your data lake, it has a data lake that you could use to populate all your data. You have all your GPUs that obviously you need to power all the compute power in the platform. And you have all your storage that you need as well. So all these things come together in that kind of a platform.
Yes.
So
and it will save the time for you to set up, but
it saves the time
to be productive straight away.
That's right.
Okay. Interesting. Jason.
Yes.
Okay, Pak Jason. I think I have one more question, Pak. We are now in the December, Pak, the end of the 2025, Pak.
Yes.
So how would you see the 2026 regarding the AI technology?
Yeah, I would say that as the technology becomes more mature, companies would feel more heartened and more ready to experiment. Yeah, as we talk to a lot of companies here, they are still very hesitant in many cases to even experiment. So I think either they feel that their data is not ready, or they feel that it's too early, or they feel that let's wait and see what my neighbor is doing.
I see.
So there's that going on in any major technology wave. There's always that hesitancy, but I see 2026 as probably in a year that experimentation moves towards reality for a lot of these organizations. Yeah, I think a lot of the large enterprises have kind of passed that experimentation stage. A lot of the banks, you said, a lot of the telcos, a lot of the some of the manufacturing as well. Yeah, but I think 2026 is where the small and medium enterprises would start picking up as well on the AI adoption.
Okay.
In Indonesia.
Yeah, I see that for this to happen by next year, we need a strong ecosystems, both from the vendors, from the implementers, from the users, enterprise, maybe academics, government. But how your vision for building these ecosystems in Indonesia?
Yeah, I think it starts from the top. We had several meetings with some of the government organizations like ComDG.
Right.
They have obviously, implemented a lot of policy.
Right.
And are going to implement more policy around this. They want to adopt, obviously, AI in a safe way. Yeah. And obviously, they are championing the cause of the AI because they feel that AI could be contributing significant part of the GDP for the country.
Yeah.
In time. So I think the vision that they have plotted is a good one. It's just the execution that needs to really happen.
Okay.
And for us in HPE, we are supporting that vision that the government has kind of outlined.
Right.
And obviously, when it comes to all facets of the adoption cycle, from the data center, from the adoption of the AI cloud, adoption to the AI use cases. We have partners that we work with to adopt all the use cases. We are pretty much represented in every step of the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pak Jason, I heard recently that HPE acquired the Juniper Networks, Pak. And what do you think that this will impacting the AI technology nowadays?
Yeah, networking is a core fabric of AI. You need to basically link and connect all the server platforms into a single cluster, as we call it in AI.
Yes.
And that occurs in the basic fabric of the data center.
Of course.
So Juniper powers our new data center networking division in HPE. And that's where we could bring our servers, our networking, our storage platforms all together in single solution, driving the solution for the AI clusters that eventually will power a lot of the sovereign workloads, a lot of the large enterprise workloads. And that's where we feel we have a competitive advantage over a lot of our peers and competition. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Excellent. Okay, Pak Jason. Besides manufacturing and finance part, what other sectors do you think will be very important to implement the AI technology?
I think in terms of the adoption, I see a lot of focus on the healthcare industry, for example.
Healthcare industry.
Yeah, where AI is used in a large way to do drug discovery, for example. Yeah, so There was a recent event that I was speaking on in Singapore that this company had, using AI, our private cloud or AI platform, actually to find out new drugs or new form of drugs for different kinds of treatment for different diseases. Yeah, for example. Yeah, so that's a big use case in healthcare, for example. Yes, and there are also a lot of cases in telco, for example.
Telecommunication industry.
Autonomous networking, for example. And how do you actually run customer service in the telco? Yeah. And I believe that there is a lot of discussion around even having AI at the edge on the radio access network, the RAM. Yeah.
Right.
How do they monitor traffic? How do you optimize traffic at the RAM? These are some of the use cases that telco are adopting. Yeah. And obviously there's other smaller industries like retail and all that are slowly adopting AI to understand customer buying behavior. When they come into the shops, for example, how do they actually sense that the customer wants to buy a certain thing? Yeah. How do you do facial recognition? Yeah. And how do you actually, based on that, know that there's a customer that wants to identify the customer and then what the customer wants and needs. Yeah. So these are very widespread industry use cases besides finance that we talked about earlier, and manufacturing that are, I think, really coming into play. Yeah, I would say not fully widely adopted in Indonesia yet, but the potential is huge in these areas. Yeah.
I just think it's very interesting. But as a leading tech company, but how HP will address the market and unlock the potential in 2026? Could you please share this strategy about that?
Yeah, HP has adopted a 3-pillar strategy to address the evolution of AI moving forward. The first one is AI. So in AI, we obviously have all our AI platforms, our AI factory at scale that allows huge AI models to be trained and for inference as well. And the second pillar is the hybrid cloud, where we have our GreenLake platform, which is a hybrid cloud platform that has a control plane that allows you to adopt different workloads, move different workloads, manage different workloads, manage the costs between the private cloud that you have and the public cloud. And you have a single plane of glass that you can see across the estate, your IT estate. And finally, networking, which is a core fabric of AI, because with networking, you are able to create large clusters of AI to train larger models. And this is where Juniper networking is very key to our strategy. Yeah, we have, the connectivity for within the data center. We have the connectivity at the edge, and we used to have a notion of the edge to cloud, where HP had coined the terminology of the edge to cloud platform. And with these 3 pillars, we feel that we are able to address the fundamentals of AI.
So it's a flexible but yet powerful platform, yeah, Pak, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's a combination of the 3 that will bring the value to our customers. And it's not just one, it's all 3. And we want to build solutions, not just individual platforms that we sell, but we bring the whole ecosystem together to help the company be successful.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Pak Jason.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. I think before we come to the end of our discussion, Pak Jason,
yes.
Would you please have some statement, Pak, for closing this discussion regarding our next future of the AI, Pak, especially in Indonesia?
But I think Indonesia has a bright future. is a very large population of youth, right? And definitely, I think they are all very motivated to learn. And I think with the knowledge that they will gain, AI can really, really take off in a big way in Indonesia. Yeah, there will be no shortage of talent in the future. I think more and more youth will adopt this. That's the competitive advantage of Indonesia versus other countries that I've served. Yeah, and this would really bode well for Indonesia economy. And growing the GDP, and the future is bright for sure.
Thank you very much, Pak Jason. Thank you for your very insightful
Thank you.
discussion.
Thank you.
And NashTa Zen, terima kasih telah mengikuti Nashtalk. Kita mendapatkan banyak insight dari Pak Jason Ong dari HP Enterprise, dan kita akan kembali dengan topik-topik menarik lainnya di Nashtalk. Tetap ikuti Nashtalk dan bersemangat untuk diskusi menghadirkan solusi. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.